Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. How are you feeling this morning? Thumbs up, somewhere in the middle, thumbs down. I am feeling thumbs up. I am so happy to be here with you today. Today we are talking about cleaning up after ourselves. How are some ways that we can keep our classroom clean, or maybe our playroom clean, or a space in our house that might be our own where we keep our toys, or maybe where we sleep? How do we keep these spaces clean? Any ideas? When you're done playing with something, it's important to put it away. Do you just put it away anywhere? You should put it back where it belongs, right? So if I was playing with the trains in the classroom, for instance, and it was time to clean up, some classrooms you hear a bell, some classrooms there's a timer. In my classroom, we sing the cleanup song. Do you guys know that song? Clean up, everybody, everywhere. And then when you hear those noises or sounds, or the teacher just tells you it's time to clean up, what do? You have to put all the toys back. So if I was playing with trains, I would put them all back in my container, and then I would carry my container back to the shelf, and then go have a seat in my spot, right? Or if I was at home and I had one of my toys out and it was time for me to go do something else, I'd have to clean it up and put it away before I started my next task. And that's how we can keep our spaces clean, by finishing one thing before we start the next thing. It helps us stay organized. So the title of our book today talks about what happens if we don't clean up after ourselves. What do you see on the cover of this book? What animals are those? Does that room look clean or messy? The title of our book today is Pigsty. Have you ever heard a mess be referred to as a pigsty? Interesting. Well, let's see what this book is all about. Monday afternoon, Wendell Fult's mother told him to clean his room. It's turning into a pigsty, she said. Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. "Pardon me," said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess, and Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either. He decided to take a break. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding, but the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. "Okay, Wendell," she said, "if you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you." Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. "Pigs are all right," he said, "as long as it's only one or two." In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night and left the pieces lying all over the floor. They had paper airplane wars and pillow fights. The bed became a trampoline. Then 2 more pigs showed up, and the mess just grew and grew. That night, when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blankets and hogged his pillows too. Wendell told himself he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic books. And Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball, and his baseball cards were chewed. "That does it," said Wendell. "I've had enough." He ran downstairs to tell his mother. "Sorry," she said, "but your room is your responsibility," and she handed him a broom. Wendell started to complain. The mess was too huge, but suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard, that many hooves make light work. He marched upstairs and organized a cleaning crew. They swept and scoured and polished and scrubbed. Later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and pronounced it clean. In fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view. So while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call, and a farm truck came to pick them up. They hugged and grunted and oinked goodbye. From that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. Except for those nights when his friends came by to play Monopoly. The end. Oh boy, his room got really messy, didn't it? Good thing he got the pigs to help him clean that up. That would have been a tough job. Do you guys want to help rate the book for me? So if you thought the book was really great, rate it a 5, 4, 3, just okay, 2, 1. Miss Moore, you gotta be kidding me. So happy to have you here with me today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.